Welcome back to the next episode as we continue our trip around the diamond and give you our personal top 5 players at each position in MLB The Show 20. In this episode, we will be finishing up our positional players in the infield by taking a look at our personal top 5 shortstops in MLB The Show 20. In the next video, we will be moving towards the outfield and starting us off with the top 5 players in left field before going to center field, right field, and then we will be finishing off these ranking videos by looking at the top 5 starters and top 5 bullpen arms in MLB The Show 20. Now, let's cover the ground rules once again real quick. Number 1, this list is completely subjective. It is our own personal top 5 list. If you disagree with us, feel free to go ahead and make your own list. Leave it down below in the comments. Tell us how stupid we are. If you think that we are morons because of these lists, let me tell you, you're probably onto something. You're probably right. Number 2, we will be looking at primary position only. Only players who are primarily shortstops are eligible to be on this list, because otherwise players would be eligible on multiple lists and then it would get boring, redundant, not very fun for anyone involved. So for the rest of these rankings, we will be looking at primary positions only. But before we get started, if you are new to the channel, we would love to have you as always. Just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button and the bell notification right on next to it. It'll notify you every single time that Andreas and I upload. We have a Cody Bellinger debut coming early this week, as well as content from other games. We're not just MLB The Show players. We play a lot of other games and we enjoy a lot of other games. So we want to start showing that off on the channel, and we're really excited to do so. Anyway, this is the top 5 shortstops in MLB The Show 20. Once again, this is our personal rankings. Let's go ahead and jump right in with number 5. Coming in at number 5 is the 99 Finest Trevor Story. Now, before you get upset, before you get mad, just hear me out. Listen, please. I get it. 81 power. Not great on paper. But he plays well above that 81 power. He just simply does. The 81 power is fake. It is a lie. It is not true. Let the evidence be my numbers with this Trevor Story. In online play, ranked seasons and events games only, I am batting .411 with 28 home runs. I am OPSing 1,514 with a slugging percentage over 1,000. His swing is just one of those swings with the programming in this game that just the ball launches off the bat. It's very comparable to the Mike Trout swing. It's just great. Once you learn it, it's a little slow. It's not the quickest in the world, but once you get the timing down, you are going to hit rockets with this Trevor Story card. Now, the reason this Trevor Story card finds its way onto this list is not simply because of the offense. It is because of his defensive capabilities. You are getting 90 fielding with 95 arm strength and 91 reaction, which makes him one of the best defensive shortstops in MLB The Show 20. You're also getting 85 speed and 99 stealing, so he is going to be an absolute goon on the base pass. Let me also preface this by saying that I think defense at shortstop is extremely valuable. This Trevor Story card, every ball that he has corralled and gotten a glove on has turned into an out. Whether that be the ball up the middle or the ball where he has to range in the hole between shortstop and third and make the jump throw across his body, he's gotten the outs. And that is a product of his reaction and his arm strength. The 95 arm strength at shortstop is important. It is incredible. He is going to turn non-routine plays into outs, which other shortstops are simply not going to be able to do. Now, the only cons going against this Trevor Story is on paper, yes, the 81 power is not great, and the fact that he is the Rockies Team Infinity Stage 4 card, so he is locked behind that grind, but he's rather cheap. I think he's only 80,000. So really, at this point in the game, you should have some stubs to spend, and this should be an easy card to pick up. Also, he does have the pull shift on, but that clearly has not been much of an issue for me as I'm batting .411, and honestly, sometimes it helps because balls that would be an out on a ground ball to second base turn into base hits, and some balls that would be singles in the outfield down the right field line turn into extra base hits. So, all in all, the 99 Finest Trevor Story is highly underrated by the community, and in my opinion, is a top 5 shortstop in MLB The Show 20. Great card. Coming in at number 4 is a card that, if we made this list a few months ago, might have been number 1, and that is the 99 Award Series Ernie Banks. Now, the reason that Ernie Banks finds his way onto our top 5 list is because of his offense. He's great. He's going to do it all for you. He's got 114 power, 102 power versus left. He's got great maxed out contact versus left-handed pitching. The 95 contact versus right would like to be, you would like to see that be a little bit higher, but 95 is going to get the job done. You're just pulling hairs at this point. Offensively, this card is fantastic. Now, defensively, he's also very solid. You're getting 84 fielding with 84 arm strength, 81 reaction. That's great. It's going to get the job done at shortstop. He also offers the defensive versatility to throw him over at third if you feel like it, but I feel like there is enough great third baseman in this game that you should not have to use the 99 Ernie Banks over there at third. But if you really love the card, it gives you the opportunity to place one of the better shortstops at short if you choose to do so. Also, a very underrated aspect of this card is the maxed out clutch, which will come in handy in certain late game situations and is not talked a lot about in the community, but it's honestly a really nice additional feature to this card. Overall, Ernie Banks is one of the best shortstops in the game. The only thing that I don't really like about him is his stance, but you can get over it. Overall, 99 Ernie Banks is a great card, definitely a top 5 shortstop in MLB The Show, and he comes in on our list at number 4. Coming in at number 3 is probably the most overall balanced card in this ranking, and that is the 99 Prime Honus Wagner. This card is fantastic. I honestly don't think this card has any cons against it other than the 89 power, but like, again, if we're complaining about 89 and 90 power, then that speaks to how good this card actually is. You're getting 116 contact versus right, maxed out contact versus left. You're getting maxed out bunting capabilities. If you're that type of player, he's going to be able to bunt to get on base. You're getting 123 clutch, 90 fielding, 90 arm strength, 86 reaction, 95 speed, 98 stealing. He can literally do everything. Yes, he will not be the card that's going to hit you a ton of home runs, but he has plenty of power to pop a few over the wall and to drive the ball into the gap. And with that speed, you are going to be able to go wild with him on the base pass. You're going to turn what most cards would have to only be doubles into triples, and you might even be able to sneak a couple inside the park home runs here and there, depending on which park you're playing at. Now, like the 99 Trevor Story, this Honus Wagner is one of the best defensive shortstops in this game, and is honestly probably a little better than Trevor because of that speed. He will be able to get to balls that pretty much no other card will be able to get to at shortstop and turn base hits into outs, essentially. The biggest cons going against this Honus Wagner is, like I said, the power is not that great. It's 89 and 90. Still really good. Still good enough to get the ball into the gap. But his price. He is well over 300,000 stubs at this point in the year. So if you did not pick him up when he was part of the inning program, you're going to have to spend a little small fortune to get him. But you should be able to make stubs rather quickly. And if you're looking for a shortstop and you feel like spending some money on him, this 99 Honus Wagner is a fantastic option for you. He's got a great quick swing. He's just a 5-tool player. He's going to do it all for you. He is definitely top 3. He comes in on our list at number 3. Now, before we get into our top 2, let me just start off by saying that this is really a 1A, 1B. This really is not a number 1 or number 2, but for the sake of our rankings, there has to be a number 2. And coming in at number 2 is the 99 Monthly Awards Lightning, Fernando Tatis Jr. What is there to say about this card other than he is electric? You're getting 119 contact versus right, 125 power versus right, the best possible power you can get versus right-handed pitching. Yes, you're only getting 90 contact versus left, but he is making up for it with 111 power versus right. Defensively, he's right up there with Story and Honus Wagner. He's one of the best defensive shortstops in the game. You're getting 90 fielding with 95 arm strength, very similar to the 99 Finest Trevor Story. You're also getting 84 speed and 81 stealing, so he has the potential to be a problem on the base pass for you against your opponents. Really, nothing bad to say about this card. He's really easy to get. It just takes a little bit of grinding. Overall, he's one of the best cards in the game. He's not just one of the best shortstops. He's one of the best cards in this game. However, he's not better than our number 1 card in our opinion, so he's going to come in on our list at number 2. But that is nothing bad to say about the 99 Fernando Tatis card. He's just simply incredible. If you're looking for a shortstop, please consider this Tatis card. You're not going to be disappointed. He really is that good. Coming in at number 1 is the postseason 99 Corey Seager. Now, the reason that this Corey Seager finds his way at number 1 ahead of the Fernando Tatis Jr. card is for a few simple reasons. Number 1, he is more offensively balanced than the Tatis card. You're getting 118 contact versus right and 120 contact versus left. You're getting 113 power versus right and 122 power versus left. So he actually has reverse splits. He's better against left-handed pitching. Also, he is a left left-handed batter with a smooth left-handed swing. And honestly, at shortstop, you're not going to find many left-handed hitters. It's one of those positions where you will mostly find right-handed swings. So to be able to use a smooth left-handed swing, which is amongst one of the best in the game, at a premier position at shortstop, it just means he has to be number one on our list. He's like a unicorn. He's incredible. He offers you everything you could possibly want in a card at a premier position in shortstop. Now, defensively, he's pretty solid. He's getting 85 fielding, but he only does have 70 arm strength, which could prove to be an issue on some of those plays that I mentioned earlier, such as ranging up the middle or to his right in the hole between third and short and having to make that jump throw. He might not be able to do it, but he is getting 90 reactions, so he should be able to get to those balls. The biggest thing going against him, though, is that arm strength and the 47 speed. He is slow as hell. He's actually the slowest player on this list, so he's going to have no presence on the base pass. He might struggle to get to some balls in the holes, but I don't think that's going to be much of an issue. I think Andreas has had actually no issues with him defensively, and from the limited use I've had, he's been perfect. And even if you want to run one of the other cards at shortstop in this game, you will be able to either put him at second or third, or you should at least have him on your bench because you're just not going to find many better swings with those numbers in this game. He's a great card. He is our best shortstop in MLB The Show 20. All right, guys, that was our personal top 5 shortstops in MLB The Show 20. Go ahead and leave a comment down below whether you agree with us, disagree with us, give us your personal top 5 list, tell us how stupid we are, whatever you want to say, we want to hear it. Once again, remember that we will be moving to the outfield in the next video, where we will be starting off with our top 5 left fielders before moving to center field, right field, and then finishing off all of these rankings by looking at starters and bullpen arms. Once again, if you are new to the channel, we would love to have you as always. Just go down below this video, hit that little subscribe button and the bell notification right on next to it. It will notify you every single time that Andreas and I upload. Thanks for hanging out with me again today, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next one.